What's going on, everyone? My name's M, and today I'm going to be talking about how I landed a software engineering internship as a freshman in college. Now, when I first got to college, I didn't really know too much about programming. I'd done a few Unity courses on Udemy and some free tutorials on YouTube, but I was pretty much just stuck in tutorial hell. I hadn't really built anything on my own. My first comp sci class in university was an intro class where we used Java. I didn't really know any Java, but I did know a bit of C# from the Unity courses, which helped with the other object-oriented aspects. I remember on the second day of class, there was some kid sitting beside me doing some Matrix-looking stuff on his computer. He was never paying attention in class and just coding the whole time. He had some lanyard on that said AWS certified and like Intel Championship or something crazy, so eventually I just asked him like, yo man, what are you doing? And he said, oh yeah, I actually work for a bank as a software engineer. And then he kind of just went back to whatever he was doing. After seeing this, I realized that I didn't know anything at all, and I needed to step it up. I decided that I would do whatever it takes to get an internship within my first year of school. I started applying to some internships, but quickly realized I had a terrible resume and pretty much no relevant experience, or even any side projects to show for myself. I started really trying to take programming more seriously and started to create some Discord bots that I could hopefully use as experience and also as resume projects. The first bot I built was a translator bot that used some translator API to take some text and convert it to another language. The bot wasn't amazing, but it was something I built all by myself, and I was pretty happy about it. In class, I would talk to the other people about the type of things they were working on, but from what I could see, none of the other freshmen were even coding on the side. Everyone was hyper-focused on having an amazing GPA, and no one really coded outside of the classroom. I remember a lot of kids telling me to just wait until I was a junior or senior before even trying to get an internship. There's nothing wrong with having this grind set for school, but in my opinion, if you're going to major in computer science, you have to push yourself outside the classroom. You need to stand out and give yourself better chances in the future. My grades suffered a bit for this my first semester because I was always so busy learning new frameworks or languages on the side just to better my chances at getting an internship. I started going to the coding labs for my class. These were optional at the time, but I just wanted to help tutor some of the other kids who were struggling a bit more on the assignments. Trying to teach people programming in the class really started to help reinforce a lot of the concepts I've been learning, and I think fundamentally it made me more confident and knowledgeable in Java at the time. This helped me feel less like an imposter and someone who actually could have a chance at an internship. Right before the second semester started, I got a job at Whole Foods. We used these Honeywell devices at work to scan the Amazon Prime returns, and I remember seeing a virtual career fair posting at my school and that Honeywell was one of the tech companies showing up. I thought it would be so cool if I could leave my retail job and work for the tech company that is the one supplying these high-tech devices to my current job. I went to the career fair and sat in the queue waiting to talk to all the different companies. I think in total I spoke to about 8 different company representatives. They all basically say the same introduction where they told me about how they're the best company and that I need to be a junior before I can even be considered for a position. This was a little upsetting, but I remember I spoke to one guy and he actually ended up writing my name down. Later on, I was even able to connect with him on LinkedIn. Although I didn't get any offers from this career fair, I was proud of myself for trying, and now a few more people knew my name than previously. I eventually ended up quitting my job at Whole Foods right before the second semester of school. The long commute was starting to get to me, but I was still programming on the side. In time, I came across a course on a website called Scrimba. It's a website based on a new video format that makes the screencasts fully interactive for students and easier to create for teachers. The website has courses primarily focused on front-end web development, which I was pretty weak on at the time. One of my friends had kept telling me I needed to learn React, and to my surprise, there was a completely free course on the website just for React. I started the course and instantly loved the language. I would do a few hours of the course and then go off on my own and try to build mini projects with what I learned. I eventually used what I learned to build a little typing test website because my resume was still looking pretty dry, and I thought this could be a fun challenge. The second semester of school was coming to a close and I still hadn't found myself an internship. It was right around then when I finished my typing test application that my friend had told me a recruiter at Fidelity Investments was looking for new interns. My friend had actually landed the internship and was able to refer me to the recruiter. It took a bit of persistence, but eventually she reached out to me and we set up a little interview. I was able to showcase all of my projects and experience over the past school year to the recruiter, and we just had a really good conversation. Now, I know it's a string of luck. I happen to have a friend who could refer me for the internship, but I think the most important part of this process is that the recruiter could tell I was passionate about programming and had the motivation to be self-sufficient. The recruiter ended up passing my information down to a technical recruiter. We had a quick chat and it went so well that I was offered a full-stack software engineering position for the summer. I was able to talk about teaching myself programming on the side of my classes, and I showed him some of the projects that I had built. It's important to realize that luck will always play a role in whatever job you're going for. However, I think it's also worth mentioning that your luck can be propelled by persistence and passion. Now, I'll be making a video about my internship experience at the end of the summer, as summer hasn't come yet, so feel free to subscribe if you want to hear about that. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I wish you all the best of luck in your search for internships.